Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
Here we go. Go, stand. Slide through.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Grant, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, McKee looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McKee, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. McKee. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all of those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. McKee.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw going into the hands of Williams. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs
down to about the 37.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the
18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibbs, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Gibbs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. McKee finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On 3rd down, McKee, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have the
flush face.
As they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
On 1st and 10, McKee. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. 1st and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Again, Wilson. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jeff Wilson punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time about where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Looking to throw on second down. McKee. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down. McKee. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. That'll be caught by Anderson. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them hustling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
A final shot before break. McKee going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, McKee. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. To throw on 3rd down, McKee. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second down, it's Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKee. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKee. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll try and throw for it here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake. McKee. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 are going to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run the counter. Gibbs. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive team.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Lions are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. McKee. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Off the play fake. McKee. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibbs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 3rd down, Gibbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes,